10 things you can do to revive your feminine energy. Today we are talking about all things va va voom, things you can do so that you can become that girl. Or you can reconnect with that girl that you once were. So stick around because we're going to be dishing out all the juicy tips about how to get there. Don't go away. 1. Start your day with positive reinforcement. Start your day with positive affirmations. Uzjele man, uzjele, uzfonele, uzdobete. Do whatever you can or whatever you will to reconnect with yourself. Tell yourself everything that you would like to see. Remember, you need to set a goal as to how would you like to see this change in your life. And then set affirmations that you will repeat to yourself every single day. Now, we move on to number 2. At number 2, you can learn a new skill. Let me tell you something. There is nothing that says revived, revitalized, vavavoom, like learning something new, Maybe a hobby or things that you would have wanted to do for a very long time but haven't had a chance to do. Make that time. You've always wanted to go pole dancing, huh? Or perhaps you wanted to, to do that belly dancing and, move your hips. Hips don't lie. Do it. Forget about who's going to say what. Just go and do it. Or it could just basically be a cooking class. Anything at all. Whatever tickles your fancy, go and do it. 3. Practice gratitude. Bonga. Be thankful. If you wake up in the morning, be thankful that you've made it to yet another day, because tomorrow is not always promised. Be thankful that you've been saved. You woke up and you're able to take that breath, that inhale, exhale process that you think or seem to take for granted as if it's automatic. Just take a step back, realize how fortunate you are. Think of everything that is happening in your life, all the great things that you are thankful for. It could be people in your life, it could be things that you have achieved in this year, this month, this week, anything at all. Just take a step back and be grateful. You can stand up and walk. If you wanted to, you could just stand up and run. Some people are not fortunate enough. So be thankful for each and every little thing in your life. Moving right to the next one, and that will be number 4. Allow yourself space and comfort to be vulnerable. Do not judge your emotions. Many times we are pushed to this idea or this fallacy that we are supposed to be perfect, that what we feel is either wrong or right. Allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. If you find yourself in a space where you feel like you have disappointed yourself, you're not so proud of this particular moment in your life, do not judge yourself. Allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Cry if you want to cry. Just take vulnerability as strength, because you will only be able to rise from your lowest point, right? You can only rise from where you are. Allow yourself and do not judge your emotions, do not judge the situation. Just be mindful of the situation as it is. Right. Moving on to the next one. Let me warn you. This one is going to touch you in your studio. I said it. Number 5, embrace sensuality. And listen to me very, very carefully. By sensuality, I do not mean sexuality. But then there's sensuality in sexuality, but those are two separate things. In sensuality, you allow yourself to deeply immerse yourself in feelings, right? When you put on that sexy lingerie, how do you feel? When you light up that candle, when you smell the aroma, when you look at the setup in your bedroom with all the silks and the furs and everything that, tantalizes your senses, allow yourself to be in that moment and think about how it makes you feel. That is sensuality. Prioritize self-care. And by self-care, I don't just mean bubble bath or taking yourself out to a spa, but I mean really, really, really taking time to love yourself. Loving yourself includes making sure that you do things for yourself. You set out time to do the things that you love, that you honor your body, that when you are tired, you take time to rest. That is self-care. It also includes just making sure that you really reconnect with your soul. You remind that person inside of you. Allow yourself to immerse your emotions in sensuality. Next one, on to number 6. Trust your intuition. Have you ever had that feeling in your gut where you know that you want to act on something, or you're not feeling so good about something, and something tells you, do not go. Do not go on that date. Or something tells you, you have to go today. This is your day. And you know that that feeling is so strong. Allow it. Listen to your gut feel. Just listen to that strong feeling because it's your intuition talking to you. Allow yourself to really be in tune with the voice inside of you, because that voice represents your guides. They're talking to you. They're talking to you. But you cannot receive the message if you are not in tune to the frequency of the ones that are guiding you, because we are guided every day. But do we listen? There's so much noise in our heads that we miss important messages. So this time around, be in touch with the feminine energy. Allow yourself to be in tune with the intuitive guides and that intuitive voice within you. Number 7, set boundaries, healthy boundaries. How do you tell people? How do you tell people how you would like to be treated? How do you set the tone of how you interact with other people? It is nothing other than setting boundaries, healthy boundaries with people. Protect your inner peace, mtase. People will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Set boundaries, make them very clear, and monitor them. If somebody steps over that line, very quickly decide. You want to make the line bold, cut them, build a wall, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that line is clearly visible and that your boundaries are respected. On to the next one, and we're on to number 8. Learn to breathe. Take a full, deep, mindful breath. Learn to breathe from within so that you can reduce stress. Just take a step back and breathe. Take a pause. It's allowed. So that is what you need to do for yourself. Practice forgiveness. There is nothing as heavy as holding on to grudges, because the person you are holding a grudge against does not know. Half the time they don't know that you have a grudge against them, but that grudge is weighing heavy on you. So do yourself a favor and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Number 10. Right. So we've come to the end. And the previous one was about letting go. So what best way to let go than putting your emotions on a piece of paper? And yes, I'm referring to journaling. Learn to not to bottle your emotions inside, but let them out and put them on paper. Journal about the things that you love, journal about the things that you want to heal from, journal about the things that you still want to learn, journal about the pain you want to let go of, journal about healing. Just write your way to your best life. Write your way to a revived feminine energy in you. So I am so happy we've come to the end of these 10 things that you can do for yourself to revive your feminine energy. And till I see you next time, stay mindful, stay beautiful.